Hey there, AMC fans. I'm Sergio, and boy, do we have a pretty incredible show for you today. I mean, we're stacked up. We're talking Incredibles, Tag, Superfly, some independent stuff, some other countries movies. We're talking it's trailers, videos, all kinds of stuff. But most importantly, we know you love giveaways, so you're going to want to make sure you stick around for that. So sit back, put your seatbelts on. Weekend Movie Guide starts right now. No. That's fine. Not the Weekend Movie Guide, but the Thursday Ticket. That was it. So sorry. Oh, the Weekend Movie Guide is starting right now.
You got a little too ahead of yourself, Sergio.
I'm here, I'm thinking, so we're talking all these movies, all these things, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's a Thursday Ticket. It happens to the best of us. It's the Thursday Ticket. We're here, we're live in living color, right?
Yeah.
And where have you been, dude? You haven't been around for a couple of weeks. What's the deal?
I have missed you, Sergio.
Have you really?
Yes.
Okay.
I have missed sitting in this chair. I've missed talking to movies, about movies with all of you. But I've been busy.
Okay.
I recently sat down with the cast of Incredibles 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to be showing that interview.
Totally convenient.
Yeah. We're going to be showing that interview a little bit later in the show. Also did some confidential on-set visits for 2 movies coming out in 2019.
Like under wraps, you can't say a word?
Unfortunately
can't
cannot.
Preview anything for our guests?
As much as I would love to, I unfortunately cannot, but
I kind of wanted to hear a little bit about it.
Yeah, when the time is right, you will know.
Okay.
But we have incredible movies to talk about this weekend.
I'm down.
And it's Father's Day weekend.
Hey,
so,
happy Father's Day, guys. That's totally awesome.
Happy Father's Day to you. And we're going to talk about the movies that you can see this weekend. But before we get to that, let's talk some Hollywood news, and starting with some DC news.
Hey, DC news I can go all day with. I am the biggest DC Comics fan. What do you got for me?
So, yesterday it was announced that filming had begun on Wonder Woman 2, but it's titled Wonder Woman 1984. And the reason why it's called Wonder Woman 1984...
I can only imagine because it takes place in 1984.
You, sir, are correct. And how cool is that to see the 1980s come to life through Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how they bring back the period, the culture, the dress, the music. I mean, that's going to be pretty cool.
You have Gal Gadot returning as Diana Prince. Wonder Woman writer-director Patty Jenkins is coming back for the sequel. And
I heard that Chris Pine is going to be back?
Yep. And
like, how's that work?
Yep, he's dead. The last time we saw
him get on a plane, he's climbing up the clouds, and poof.
Yep, he's no longer living, but we don't know. I don't know what capacity he's going to come back in the sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's a comic book movie, so anything is possible.
It's true.
The interesting thing is, though, so the first Wonder Woman takes place for World War I.
Correct.
And we know
that was a long time ago.
We know that Diana Prince doesn't age.
Correct.
But on the photo of Chris Pine from the, on set, he looked the same. So he didn't age. So I'm curious.
We'll see where they go with the story.
Yeah. So November 2019, Wonder Woman 2. So we have to wait a little bit longer for that. But also another 2019 movie, Dumbo. We saw the first trailer yesterday.
I was just going to say, I saw that trailer yesterday. Man, the movie looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Tim Burton that's directing it. And if you guys know Tim Burton, come on. I mean, you got Batman, Batman Returns, Nightmare Before Christmas, Edward Scissorhands, Sweeney Todd. Like, the guy's got such an arsenal of movies under his belt.
And there's actually a Batman reunion for Dumbo. You have Tim Burton and stars Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see on
Dumbo Returns.
Will Batman make an appearance?
Yes, who knows?
But we've talked about Disney's great 2018 with Black Panther, Infinity War, and we've got Incredibles 2 coming out this weekend. But their 2019 looks pretty darn good too with their live action adaptations. Starting with Dumbo in March. In May we have Aladdin,
and then Lion King
in July.
And guys, I mean, when we went to CinemaCon, the Disney teased and showed us some clips. They are the masters at bringing their animated properties back to life. I mean, what we saw for Aladdin looked great. Who knew? Will Smith, the genie, is going to be amazing. You'll love him. And then the clip that we saw for Lion King was just amazing. Yeah. It was like watching the beginning animated intro in real life. Shot for shot, it looks so good.
Yeah. So we want to hear from you because we do have Dumbo, Aladdin, and The Lion King live-action adaptations coming out next year in 2019. And this is going to be a hard question. So if you could choose just one to see, which one are you seeing? Which one are you most excited for? And that's a difficult
big one.
I don't know if I would be able to tell you.
Yeah, no, if I had to pick one right now off the bat, I'd probably go Lion King. I don't know.
I think I'd go with Lion King too.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, so you can watch the Dumbo trailer on our YouTube. We also just added the Grinch trailer, which debuted earlier this morning. And there was a trailer that came out yesterday. It's not family friendly though. It's a horror movie, very scary.
Maybe if you're the Addams family, you can take the entire family to go see it, right?
Yeah, and it is the next chapter in the Conjuring universe, The Nun.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that's gonna be great.
It looks scary. It's I love the shared universe that they're building over at Warner Brothers with these Conjuring movies, with The Conjuring, obviously, Annabelle, and now The Nun, who we saw in The Conjuring 2.
And as I understand it, The Nun takes us back, like way back.
1800s,
to the 1800s, when maybe all of the demonic possession started happening, and like it looked cool.
Yeah, and scary.
And scary,
cool,
and scary.
And it looked scary. But we cannot talk about horror movies and not bring up Hereditary.
True that. And hey, kudos to you, A24, because the movie knocked it out of the park. I mean, we've all seen trailers for it, and you guys, man, you showed your love, and you came out in force, because Hereditary is A24's highest grossing opening weekend of all time, and that's huge for the studio.
Also terrifying. Another terrifying movie. But A24 is an independent studio. They won Best Picture for Moonlight, and last year they had the fan favorite Lady Bird, which was also nominated for Best Picture. Did great opening weekend, Hereditary, and expected to do just as good this weekend.
So you can go see Incredibles this weekend and then go see Hereditary. I mean,
that's a kind of a messed up double feature.
That'd be a great double feature. What are you talking about?
Kind of, a weird combination of movies, but double feature 1 week from today. Our Jurassic World double feature. You'll see the 2015 version leading up to the very first showtime of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You'll see it before anyone else.
Man, and in the spirit of Jurassic World, I mean, 1993, I remember going with my friends to the movies, watching Jurassic Park, and then going to the Museum of Natural History in Manhattan and seeing the dinosaurs, the bones. It was just, oh my God, how time has flown.
Yeah.
It's sick.
So this past Monday was its 25th, Jurassic Park's 25th anniversary.
That's great. Crazy, but great that they're still living, alive and well, and going strong.
Yeah, with Fallen Kingdom. And I am going to be at the double feature. Jurassic Park is my second all-time favorite movie, so I'm going to be at the double feature because I want to be the first to see Fallen Kingdom.
I dig it. I think that's cool.
It's 1 week from today, but we have movies coming out tonight.
Now we can kick it over to the Weekend Movie Guide. So, first up on the docket, Incredibles. Now, Jordan and I are sporting our Incredibles gears because we're totally excited. We want to see this movie. We love it. But for those of you that tuned into the show last week, we talked about our AMC Scene blog that you can catch on our website. And it detailed our visit to the Pixar Animation Studios and it talked about the creative process behind coming up with, the characters, and all that good stuff. But before we get too far into it, I want to shoot it over to Kaylee, who's going to go ahead and talk to us about the creative process behind creating Elastigirl's cycle, right? It's a motorcycle of sorts. Kaylee, talk to us about the Elasticycle.
Hey guys, Incredibles 2 is in theaters now. Before you see it on the big screen, enjoy this behind-the-scenes look of the making of the Elasticycle for our favorite superhero, Elastigirl.
Bye, sweetie.
Initially, Brad really wanted some wide open exploration, very few design constraints, except one, that it has to be really, really cool. Obviously that its form follow its function, that it fit her, the machine should become an extension of Helen and also showcase her strengths, namely that she's flexible and nimble. Obviously we looked at a lot of motorcycle reference, the different styles of riding and body positions. These are just some of the initial drawings from Brad and Bob Polly, and there were hundreds of these drawings. Super cool bike, you know, retro, seemingly conventional motorcycle, but hiding within it special powers, just like its rider.
Oh, yeah.
It actually became a story point that some of the special features of the Elasticycle should be a reveal to the audience. And now at this point, we can actually put her on the bike, and we can adjust the proportions accordingly with her on board. This is art, story, layout, and animation, all trying to figure out what's possible. And we're trying to brainstorm situations that would force Helen to use the bike in unique ways. Brad was really keen on the specifics of the release mechanism. So he's like, maybe it's interlocking gears, maybe it's magnetic, which is ultimately where we ended up. You know, he wanted to really show her making decisions, having her choose to split and stretch only when she really needed to.
We hope you enjoyed that behind-the-scenes look of Incredibles 2. Get your tickets now on amctheaters.com or on the mobile app.
You know, so gadgets and gizmos and things, right? I mean, superheroes come chock full of surprises, right? And a lot of them, I mean, no superhero is complete without their costume, their masks, or even capes, right?
No capes!
Okay, no, I get it. No capes. But, I mean, you know, the visit to Pixar was just incredible. And, boy, what a run are they on?
Yeah. I mean, there are true geniuses at Pixar, animators, storytellers, and you look at the track record that they have.
All their movies.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a very difficult question that people ask themselves is, what is my favorite? What is the best Pixar movie? And we want to hear from you guys. I mean, because it is a tough question. You have Toy Story, you have Monsters Incorporated, Finding Nemo, Wall-E, The Incredibles. So it's very hard to choose just one as your favorite. So I'm interested to see what the general consensus is.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick my favorite Pixar movie, and this is going back many, many years, right? Toy Story 2. I'll never forget watching that movie, and it's just the sense of friendship, unity, family. It was so smart, witty. It just had every element you could possibly want in a movie, catered to adults, kids. It was just so good.
Yeah, Toy Story is like one of the best trilogies of all time. Yep. Even though there's a Toy Story 4 coming out next year, so it will no longer be a trilogy. But my favorite Pixar movie has to be, surprisingly, The Incredibles. I was 10 years old when the first one came out, and 14 years later, I'm just as excited for the movie as I was as a 10-year-old.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
You know I love superheroes. This is a superhero Pixar movie, and you look at the superhero movies that have come this year that we've talked about at length with Black Panther, Infinity War, Deadpool, and now another great one with Incredibles 2. But while it is a superhero movie, and they have superpowers, that's not what interests writer-director Brad Bird. He is more interested in the family dynamic, the family, the Parr family. And yes, they have superpowers, but it's much more about how they interact with each other, their connection. And the second one is interesting because in the first movie, we have Mr. Incredible leading the action.
That's right.
While Elastigirl is at home. Well, in this one, things are different. They're flipped. Elastigirl, Helen, is leading the charge for the revival of supers, and Bob, Mr. Incredible, is the stay-at-home parent and struggling with that.
Someone has to stay home and take care of the kids. It's just the way it is.
So we talked about our interview with the cast of Incredibles 2, and we're going to show you right now what they had to say about the role reversal.
We're dealing in the sequel with a family trying to figure out how to kind of rejigger itself. The mother is stepping out. She's really in the forefront. She's the breadwinner. She's publicly famous and leading a charge in a movement. And the dad is staying home and for the first time really learning how hard her job at home with their kids has been.
And he's able to give her the freedom. And you know what? It's not just freedom. It's give her his blessing as a man, as a husband and father, and say, Go do what I know you can do.
Is a great reason just to see a woman be the lead in an action movie, and also what it does to the family dynamic.
That's cool. So I think I mentioned it earlier. I think it's time to give some stuff away.
Yes, it is time for our first giveaway.
Indeed.
And what we have for you is this Edna Mode plush that scared Sergio.
She's pretty scary.
A little bit
Totally
early.
amazing.
Yeah, a little bit early in the
We
show.
also have an Elastigirl Funko Pop, and to keep you nice and warm over the summer months, an Incredibles throw.
So we're going to pick one winner at random to win all three of these. And here is how you can win.
All you have to do is tag 3 friends right now. Let us know who you're going to go see Incredibles with this weekend. It could be a friend, coworker, family member. Let us know, tag 3 people, and we'll select somebody at random.
So start tagging and you could win one of this. And tagging is the perfect segue into our next movie. This was not planned.
Not at all.
At all. And the movie is, of course, Tag. Let's put these down. And Tag, based on a true story.
You know what? It's funny you say that, and I couldn't believe it. I watched trailers, and I think the movie's so cool. It looks like game night, or just fun, this and that, good time out with the family, friends, boys, whatever. But I'm walking down the movie theater lobby the other day, and I'm looking at movies that are coming, and I go, wait, Tag? What? True story?
Yeah,
this was a true story?
The poster says, and I quote, based on a true story, parentheses, we're not kidding.
That's amazing.
It is about a real group of friends, 5 friends, who have been playing the same game of tag for 30 years.
That's incredible.
And for this cast, they've really gotten an ensemble cast. You have John Hamm, you have Ed Helms, Isla Fisher,
that's
Leslie Bibb, Hannibal Buress, Jake Johnson, and Jeremy Renner.
You're in it to have a good time. Let me ask you a question, Jordan. We've all played tag before, I think, right? You've
Yes.
played tag before?
Yes.
Do you know what the rules of engagement with playing tag are?
I mean, I had my own rules of tag, and I'm sure, you watching at home have your own rules of tag, but this group of friends have their own version of tag.
So we have a special shout out from the cast that are going to talk to us about their rules for playing tag. So let's kick it over to them.
Hey AMC fans, I'm here with the cast of our new movie Tag. In the movie, we play a group of old friends who have been playing the same game of tag for over 30 years.
We thought we'd share the rules of the game so you two can play at home.
Why we tell them the rules is tag.
One person is it, and they chase the other players trying to tag them. Vehicles of any kind are not allowed. Not even if you tell the guy you're just borrowing his horse. Hannibal.
The horse lived.
If the force of a tag becomes an issue, Isla, light touches or butterfly tags are perfectly okay. Don't.
What about that? What about that?
Too
that
much.
Light touches that one.
Tag someone the way you'd want to be tagged.
Come here.
You can't touch this.
You're it.
All right, let me go.
Koala!
Hi.
Always have a safe word.
And remember, most importantly, to win, because the fun doesn't matter. The people you're playing tag with, they're not your friends, they're your opponents, so crush them. Destroy them and then just win, okay? Win. You need to chill out later.
You stop. Just koala.
Get tickets now at amctheaters.com.
You can't touch this.
So like I said, great ensemble cast, and I mean, I think it doesn't get more intense than these guys in the way they play.
Yeah, and we mentioned Jeremy Renner being in this movie, and there's been a question around the internet and across movie fans is, why was Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, not in Infinity War? And I have the answer for you. He was playing tag. That is why he could not save the world, the universe, the galaxy from Thanos, is because he was so committed to this game of tag. And actually, I was watching, he was on one of the late night talk shows this week, and he said that he broke both of his arms filming this movie.
No way.
Yeah, and it was the first time he's broken anything.
Pulled a Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and it's not for an Avengers movie or a Mission Impossible movie, which he's been in. It was for tag. It's just it was a really funny story hearing him talk about that and this kind of embarrassment that he had for it as well.
He can take that with him. He put a stamp on it. Breaking arms, playing a game of tag. He hit somebody too hard.
Yeah, that really shows you how committed they are to this game.
So the next movie we want to talk about is Superfly. Now, this movie opened just yesterday.
Yeah, it came out on Wednesday.
So if you haven't seen it, get out there, buy tickets. But the movie is directed by Director X, who's been known for, very well known in the hip hop rap community. I mean, he's done videos for Rihanna, for Drake. He's all over the music video scene for sure.
Yeah, and Superfly is a remake. It's based on the 1972 film, but reimagined for 2018.
And good for Director X, because this is his second, I guess, full-length feature film. The first one I have here was Across the Line back in 2015.
Yeah.
So for him to bring back and, like you said, reimagine this movie that was, I guess, a staple back in the 70s and with all the flair and stuff, let's hear the cast talk about the reimagining of this movie.
Now I got operations all over the city. Isn't that what the American dream's all about?
You can walk on me, baby.
The guys at Silver Pictures came to me and said, we got Superfly, and I read it, and I went, what, this isn't Superfly. And yeah, this is based on King Lear. Well, King Lear isn't Superfly, how about we remake Superfly? And they said, okay.
Superfly in 2018 is star-studded. It's super glamorous. It's a lot of action. The music is on point.
Superfly is all about being over the top. You know what I mean? In Atlanta, they're over the top. You know what I'm saying? And they're killing it.
If you're an original fan of the original movie, if you saw what we do, you go, okay, I get it. I see what you've done. We've respected the original.
Full of action, love, loyalty, togetherness, and coming from the bottom to the top. That's Superfly.
You can walk on me.
So the way this movie is shot reminds me of like a music video. I mean, you got the bling, the fashion, the music, the slow moving, the cars, the guns. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, action-packed, and this one actually, the 1972 version takes place in New York, but part of the reimagining, they had it in Atlanta.
So, listen, we know that our segment here is going just a little bit long, and we appreciate you hanging on tight, but we have another giveaway that we have in store for you, but we're going to talk about that next in our AMC Independent Spotlight. So the first movie up in the AMC Spotlight is Gotti.
Yes, played by John Travolta. He's playing the crime lord, the head of the Gambino crime family. And interesting fact for you, Sergio, and to all you viewers. So the Gotti family was actually very involved with the making of this movie. They were on-set consultants, and they wanted John Travolta to play this role. They personally asked him to play the role.
Well, look at him. I mean, he looks like a mean dude.
He doesn't look happy.
He doesn't fool around.
Yeah, he does not look happy in that image.
He's a take care of business kind of guy.
He's kind of looking me in the eyes, and it's making me very intimidated.
I know, indeed.
But yeah, that shows that he is the perfect person to play this character, and perfect. We have a perfect giveaway for you. A Gotti giveaway.
A Gotti. We got you. We got you.
There
got
we go.
you.
There we go.
Got you.
Yeah, so here is the prize that we have for you. It is a Gotti t-shirt, a cigar cutter, a shot glass, and a signed John Travolta Gotti poster.
And that's got to be the coolest prize. The signed poster. I mean, when was the last time you got something signed from the actual actor or actress?
And here is how you can win. So we have a trivia question for you. So John Gotti was known for two pretty famous nicknames, and we're going to accept either answer on this one. So comment what the nickname is, and we are going to randomly select a winner to win that Gotti prize pack.
Cool.
But right now we have an exclusive clip from the movie, so let's go ahead and check that out right now.
This life ends one of two ways, dead or in jail. I did both.
I want you to head the Gambino team.
It would be an honor. We're hitting Paul.
Mr. Gotti, are you the head of the Gambino crime family?
The head of my family.
Salute.
Do you know what you're doing to this family?
Whatever my father says goes, period.
It's kill or be killed. Let's go.
Don't miss John Travolta as Gotti, rated R.
And man, that looks intense. You know, an inside look at the Gotti family and their world of crime, betrayal, some redemption in there as well. Go see Gotti, starring John Travolta at AMC Theaters this weekend.
So now we're going to talk some Indian cinema, right? So AMC is not just a company that's based out here nationally. We're a worldwide company. We got theaters all across the world. And our inclusive programming team, the department that's responsible for pulling content from whether it's Asian Pacific stuff or Hindi, Bollywood, or just
Latin
anything,
America,
and Latin America, Spanish, they work so hard, especially this week, to get this particular title in theaters. Now, before I get to the title, right, this is the deal. So today marks the end of Ramadan and the beginning of a holiday that they refer to as Eid al-Fitr. Now, Eid al-Fitr is the celebration of the end of Ramadan. You know, we finish fasting, we can celebrate, do what we got to do, and watch movies, right? So Race 3 is the one movie I want to focus on, right? So last week we brought back Casal, but this week it's Race 3. The movie has been described as a mix of Gone in 60 Seconds, Fast and Furious, and Mission Impossible.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that is an insanely...
That's a good comparison.
Yes, insanely, like, hot movie, action-packed movie. And, I mean, you can tell by some of the people... I mean, they know how to do it right? They got beautiful people up on set. The special effects are outrageous. The action is over the top. What I got to say about Race 3, so the movie features two key actors that a lot of people know in the industry. Salman Khan, okay, and the big deal with Salman Khan is that this is the very first time that he's ever played a bad guy on screen, which is pretty epic for a lot of his fans.
He's always been the hero?
Always been the hero, always been the good guy, right?
That's interesting.
And then the other actor on here that I have is Anil Kapoor, who's the only actor that has appeared in every single one of the race movies, Race, Race 2, and Race 3.
Yeah, and you also have, you know, American audiences will recognize that female, Priyanka Chopra. She has been in some Hollywood movies. Baywatch, and is on the television show Quantico. And so she got her start in Indian cinema and made the crossover to Hollywood, but still is in these movies.
Correct. So the inclusive programming team is working night and day to get this content brought to you. Race 3 opens tomorrow, Friday, at 212 AMC theaters nationwide. So get out there if you want to watch something a little different, something that is just going to entertain you. Race 3 may be right just up your alley.
Yeah, we have a wide variety of movies to see this weekend, and along with those movies are some great offers. So let's get into AMC's exclusive offers. So we talked about the action-packed remake of Superfly, and we have a very cool sweepstakes for you AMC Stubs members. So if you buy tickets through Sunday, you are automatically entered to win a trip for two to a rap music festival in Atlanta.
What better way to celebrate Superfly than at a rap music festival in Atlanta? That's great.
It is a Superfly giveaway if you go see Superfly and you're an AMC Stubs member.
That's amazing. So with that, we're winding down, right? It's nearing the end of the show. How about we give away some of the stuff that we promised, right? So let's identify who the winners are.
Okay, so the first winner that's winning this Incredibles collection of prizes, who tagged 3 friends, and it is Derek Stockholm.
Derek, congratulations. You are getting the throw, the Funko Pop, and the plush Edna Mode.
So send us your information. We'll get these in the mail to you. Thank you, everyone, for tagging your friends. And the next winner that we have is
one more.
The Gotti winner, winning the Gotti prize pack, and it is Christina Cipher.
Cipher,
congratulations.
Congrats.
The answer to that trivia question, John Gotti's nicknames, Teflon Don and Dapper Don.
Nice.
So thank you, everyone, for entering, and congratulations to our winners. I think that just about does it this week, Sergio.
So don't forget, again, purchase your tickets, visit our website, amctheaters.com. our mobile app as well. You can see trailers. You can read the blogs that we post week to week. I mean, it's a lot of good stuff on there, so visit the website.
And we have even more on our social media channels at AMC Theater, so go ahead and give us a follow if you aren't already following. And there are movies to see this weekend. And to all you fathers out there, we hope that you have a very happy Father's Day. Next week's a big one.
Oh, it's a huge one. We're talking Jurassic World. So again, same time, same place. We'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend.